A very good morning, Team Zimbabwe. Masquera say welcome to African Beyond Television Network, where we give you the latest trending news in the nation of Zimbabwe without fear, without favor, or any bias. Let us talk about Dr. Hon Khupes. We know that she is sick, and she confirmed that indeed she is sick and she does have cancer, and that cancer needs to be treated. So she announced that she will be going to a treatment very soon. Let us take a look onto that announcement. Let us see here. Okay, this is Dr. Thokozani Khupes. Yes, I have a second cancer attack. I'm doing well, and many thanks to those already wishing me well. Together we can beat cancer. This is on 7th September. So I think we talked about that issue, and a lot of people attacked us here when we questioned what was happening with Dr. Thokozani Khupes in terms of her health. She was not looking healthy. But after this, ZANU PF Patriots confirmed that the government is footing the bill of Dr. Thokozani Khupes to be treated in India. Remember, she is a former deputy prime minister, and I believe that she falls into the categories of people who can have their medical bills paid by the government. So she held a very powerful position as a deputy prime minister in the nation of Zimbabwe, and she 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 is she she is entitled to medical treatment, which is covered by the government. So ZANU PF Patriots here said, Comrade ET has authorized the government to fully fund Dr. Khupes' medical trip to India. She is stricken by resurgent cancer. We wish Honorable Khupes speed recovery. So number one, she is a former prime minister, and because of that, she is entitled to state-funded medication. And given the circumstances that in Zimbabwe we don't have cancer treatment facilities which are viable, the government is forced to actually send its patients to other countries, or to fund or to foot bills which are carried in other countries. So it's difficult. Team Zimbabwe, Dr. Thokozani Khupes does have this strange disease. It's something which is so painful to note. Cancer in Rwadza. I have lived with somebody with cancer, and from that experience, I know for sure that cancer is so painful and is not a good disease to have or to live with. So let us take a look here on some contributions which have been placed here by a lot of people, because people always respond. So I pray for the day one day our healthcare system will be so good and vibrant that we don't send people abroad for treatment. Yes, I agree with a skilled laborer here. The problem is that those who are prominent will continue to seek treatment outside Zimbabwe, but to those who are not prominent, they will continue to die here in Zimbabwe. Look at Timave. There is a girl, a woman called Timave. She has been advocating for cancer treatment facilities to be built in the nation of Zimbabwe. But up to this day, the government is quiet, the government is mum, and the government has never treated cancer as an emergency disease which needs to be dealt with as quickly as possible. And it's sad because our people continue to die each and every time, and our people continue to actually be in pain. Bernard Manyenga, Anze, your stories are very interesting, but please try to improve your quality. Sometimes we miss important words due to poor quality. Sometimes the sound quality is very poor, my brother. We love you. Thanks. Thank you very much, Bernard Manyenga, for that contribution. What is happening is that at this moment in time, my network is bad. All my internet systems are disconnected, and I'm using a third-party internet system right now, and it's poor. So we need to improve in terms of internet, in terms of quality internet. In Zimbabwe, the problem we have is that the internet service providers we have do not provide quality internet itself. So it's a burden. It's a burden onto us in terms of when we want to do these programs. It's very difficult for us to do so. Starlink was going to offer a better service for us and a more convenient service for us, because everywhere you go, if I relocate to Harare, if I relocate to Blawan, if I relocate to Mtare, all I need to do is to take my equipment with me and set up kwandinenge ndaenda ikoko. So Starlink is more convenient, more cheap, and affordable. But the problem is the government has restricted Starlink. So far, it's not allowed to have Starlink here in Zimbabwe. And because of that statement, which was issued by Potras, it's becoming more difficult for you to actually have that equipment, Starlink. Moreover, if you bring it right now, every 2 months you have to bring it, go with it back to the source to reinsert the settings, because you'll be using roaming. So it will be costly, because you have to travel either to Zambia or to Mozambique. These are close countries with Starlink services. So you have to travel there every 2 months, and it's also costly for you to be able to do so. That is another argument, which is the end. For the equipment inenge ichinzi haisi kuzoda roaming each and every 2 months, kuti unenge uchindoita reactivate, it's so expensive. You have to fork out 980 US for you to get that equipment, and it's too much. So we are weighing and trying to find a solution to the issue of network, and I believe that as soon as our studio is complete, we will be able to find an alternative internet which is going to be more stable, and that is the only way out. So thank you very much, Bernard, for that. We are working to improve in terms of our studio, in terms of quality of everything. And we hope everything will work for the better and for the best, and we'll be able to improve. And I really, really, really appreciate this contribution you have made. John, wishing all the success in hair treatment. Thank you very much, John, for wishing Dr. Thokozani Khupes success during this difficult moment. So, and this is a good prayer. And no cancer machines in Zimbabwe. So, and Zimbabwe has cancer machines. Private health providers have them. Okay, this is what ZANU PF Patriots is saying. Why India, not Zimbabwe? She decided, government agreed. And not something to brag about, that should be ashamed. What about us ordinary people? Is it going to fund us to India? Okay, will the government fully fund ordinary citizens if they go through the same? You are a shame. So that is the problem with our government. The government of Zimbabwe will not buy the machines here in Zimbabwe. The presidential suit at Parenyatwa was supposed to be fully equipped to an extent where Madam Thokozani Khupes, the ex-prime minister, they will simply go there and get treated. But the government is failing to make sure that they revive that place for the VVIPs. So Honorable Dubeko Sibanda says, we appreciate the assistance rendered to Dr. Thokozani Khupes if it's true. However, we need a comprehensive healthcare policy which will see every citizen getting world-class treatment. So that is true. We need to see everybody getting to any hospital in Zimbabwe and be able to be treated well and equally. So this is what is happening in Team Zimbabwe. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for the contributions. Let us meet in other episodes and other broadcasts. So my last words are on quality. We are working to make sure that we improve on quality in terms of video quality, in terms of audio quality, and we are now getting close. Remember that we relocated to a certain area, and I started afresh to have a studio and have a stable internet connection. So we are building our studio, And we hope that very soon it will be complete. And God willing, we are going to have a more stable internet, and everything will be sorted. So once the studio is complete, we know that everything will be working for the better. Siboniso Zganzi, if only if he is not going to bribe the doctor to inject Khupes to death, why all of a sudden he is concerned? Okay, this is a contribution from Siboniso. Okay, thank you very much, Team Zimbabwe, for coming. Let us meet in other episodes and other broadcasts.